think he's a really good Korg counter because Korg's going to be shrugging off those debuffs all the time.
Right.
And he's just going to be melting with all that damage. I think this guy's meant to counter Korg. I'm pretty sure. Hey guys, this is another episode of the podcast. Before I get started, I'm trying to remember to do this every time. This podcast is available on iTunes, and it takes a little bit of work for me to get it up there every time. So go check it out there. It doesn't help or hurt me no matter what. If YouTube is your preferred place to listen to podcasts, go for sure, do it. But you can definitely listen to this on iTunes. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. Okay, this is the Havok podcast. We are reviewing Havok. We took a look at his abilities, got the MCOC mod video. It looks like Havok is okay. I think our sort of final determination was that he is a balanced champion, not overpowered, not a total wet noodle. Got some decent damage in certain scenarios. But anyway, have a listen. Let us know what you guys think. And we already recorded the Mr. Sinister one as well. So thank God for that. It'll be out on time. Yeah, take care. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm super excited about these new characters too. I think I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm already not a huge fan of how Havok looks.
Right?
A little
the look is
weird, like half baked. Like, what's up with the white ball? Like, I think I might be missing something.
I think
what is
he looks
Havok's?
kinda
What's his abilities? Like, I'm gonna read his bio actually. I think they show that.
Sonic, whatever. Sonic.
Was he the screaming guy in
Yeah,
X-Men First Class?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
Sorry, he was. No. Because this guy's got something coming out of his chest, and there was a guy. There was a
He
guy.
also had something coming out of his chest.
No, but there was another guy that did like a screaming thing, like a banshee sort of thing.
Wait.
In X-Men First Class, there was two guys. One guy was like a sound guy, and one guy was a energy dude.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
did
guessing.
First Class confuse Havok and Banshee?
Oh, maybe they did.
Banshee screamed, right?
Yes, he flew with the screaming.
Yeah, he did do that, yeah. But then
Right.
Havok was the dude who was Cyclops' brother, right? Alex Summers or something?
Well, that's how I understand it. That is at least in
I'm
X-Men
getting
First Class.
confirmation that that's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
who are you getting that from?
My lady is here. She says hi.
Hi. I say hi as well. Anyway,
says hi as well.
I'm looking for his bio. MCOC mod does look it up.
Yeah, he does.
God, what a laundry list of abilities.
Right?
Is he like a more complicated version of Omega Red?
Is he a more complicated version of Bishop?
Oh, we will see. I saw prowess in there. Yes, you're right about that.
Alexander Summers, aka Havok, the younger brother, Scott Summers. Much like his brother, has the ability to project blast of plasma energy. That doesn't look like plasma energy to me. What is he doing?
Yeah, okay, I see what they're doing then with the white ball there. It's like a little energy source maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks a little basic, like maybe
he kind of looks like an old arcade character, and I like it. I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Okay.
I mean, his animations are cool. The little white dot is kind of weird, but I mean, look at Cyclops. They couldn't make him that much cooler looking than Cyclops.
His headband's a little weird too.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
like three little strands.
He does have some Cyclops vibes coming through though.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That face, that jawline is definitely something.
I can tell that these guys are related. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Maybe the blue Cyclops though. No. Yeah. Well, actually, is the red one a bad guy anyway? Right. So he'd be with the blue.
They
Cyclops.
made him a bad guy, I guess. So.
All right, let's get into his stats.
Are you ready for?
This? MCOC mod heard us. It was so nice, and he is now using 565 5-stars.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, another killer prestige champ. I mean, I don't even know if we can start calling 10,500 high prestige anymore, just because it seems like that's where all the champions are landing. In the high prestige ones. I mean, they're occasionally gonna put out like a 10,000 or 9,500 one maybe, but But like any champ that is considered high prestige, when they're coming out around 10.5. And 10.6 is going to be the top 5.
Sinister 10.4. I like Sinister.
Yeah. If you got together Thing, Phoenix, Thor Ragnarok, Goldpool, and Thanos, you'd have over 10,600 prestige, I think.
Well, what can you do with that?
Well, with map 7, I mean, you're gonna be able to have 565s.
Map 7, you need somebody to clear the map with.
Well, the Thing can do that all by himself. I think.
You need like a 5. No, he can't. There's so many.
Have you seen
the notes?
Have you seen the Thing cheese through variant? He like killed the final variant boss in like 3 hits.
the whole. Well, that also requires 5-man team.
Oh, well, that's a true statement. I think though, here's what I think is that just like before, where everybody in the top, when 4 stars, you know, everyone had Phoenix, and everyone had all these other Mordo, you know, that's what's gonna happen.
You think so?
Pretty soon here, yeah. The resources are gonna start flowing. All the top guys have, like MMX probably have like 8 565s now, right? Or maybe.
Yeah, but 9. Can they clear the map?
Oh, yeah, they can clear them up. They have they'll just spend items.
But
no
that's
worries.
also capped. Okay, we'll get to AQ later.
Yeah, actually, we should do a whole thing on AQ.
I wanna do 1 week of it first, then we can do a whole thing on AQ.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so his Havok stats, pretty low crit rate at 19.8%. That's really low.
Not as low as I thought it would be. Because in his spotlight, they said something like, Havok's crit rate is kind of low, so you should boost that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, 20% is definitely on the low side. I mean, that's the only ones lower are champions like Kingpin and I don't know. Who's that other one that barely ever crits?
Hey man, I think Omega's crit rate is like 15%. So.
No, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 20%. I mean, I always try and benchmark it against a high crit one, which is like Gwenpool at like 30, right? 30%.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm,
so, I mean, the difference is not that much.
I'm not sure if it really matters to this one though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Crit damage, 185. Meh. Average.
That's decent.
It's average. Block proficiency is kind of high, right? 65%.
Yeah, that's high. Average high.
Yeah.
He looks interesting.
You know what? Yeah, I find it interesting that they still are avoiding base stats of armor penetration, block penetration, and crit resistance.
I mean, I'm glad they're avoiding crit resistance because that's a
it is a brutal stat. Yeah, but it's interesting that they've been able to. They're basically putting them in their ability list and not their base stats. Because champions have crit resistance. I mean, it happens. Some of them are basically base crit resistance, like Sentinel, I think.
Those characters, I feel, the characters that can enhance their own crit resist, those come into their ability list, but like characters like Korg or
but even Korg,
Iron Man, Infinity War?
It's based on his rock shield or his armor.
No, Korg is based on his base. He has crit resist on his base. Killmonger.
Does he really?
Yeah.
It's in this page, the details page.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it
back. I can look at it right now. Yeah.
I take it back.
No, they include those. They include those when a character gets crit resist on his base.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Plasma amplification, overwhelming power, focus blast. I'm just reading some of these words here. He's got a lot of power things. Oh, his synergies. Oh, great.
Yeah. They're interesting, right?
Yeah. I think they did Cyclops pretty dirty here.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That has got to be one of the least anticlimactic and unique synergies ever. Okay, so Havok is he is brothers with Cyclops. They come from the same family, and Cyclops, his armor breaks are now going to last twice as long. Wait, Cyclops can armor break, you say? Yes. He can.
He can if you get lucky with
and
that.
now you'll have double the duration if it procs.
Does it matter? Probably not.
It has. I mean, we wouldn't want him to be too effective. Yeah.
Right?
And Map 7's coming out, and if he actually got too OP, then Map 7 would. I mean, no one would even notice it was released.
Right.
They would just steamroll it. Okay,
Steamroll
so Cyclops.
Good old Cyclops.
That's a bummer. I didn't check Mr. Sinister yet if he has another synergy with Cyclops.
He does, and spoiler alert, it's better.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right.
So for Sinister, Havok gains 2 plasma charges after each special attack. That's cool.
We'll see what that means.
Roll-time blocks for Sinister against contact attacks inflict degen, dealing 30% of attack as direct damage over 1 second. That's decent too. I mean, 30% of attack.
That's like a little bit of a blade bleed, but a degen, like a parry bleed.
I mean, it's also kind of small because for a 565, also base health and base attack for Havok are kind of low.
Well, yeah, we didn't say that. It's 31,000 health and 2245 attack. Yeah, kind of low.
I mean, it's just medium low. It's not super low. It's not super high. It's kind of low.
There's 1 or 2 champs that are below 2,000, right?
Yeah.
Probably King Groot or something.
King Groot, man, mother of God.
Do you know his fury attacks are really strong actually. Like his fury, the attack.
But bonus. You know what's funny? In Arena, the furies are never up when I want them to be up. So that's fun.
Man, anyways, okay, yeah, let's ignore that.
Yeah.
Let's go to old teammates. This is second synergy. It's with Wolverine and Nightcrawler. I like to see Nightcrawler gaining a unique synergy.
Yeah.
So Havok, each time he deals energy damage to the opponent, he has a 10% chance to gain 1 plasma charge. I'm assuming that's gonna happen often. I'm assuming heals do a lot of energy damage.
Yeah, he does. He does for sure. Okay. We'll get to that. And that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how effective this is compared to the first one. We'll see. But he is all about the plasma charges, though.
Okay. So Wolverine will gain a 20% base attack buff or passive while under a regeneration buff. Sure. Until he's available. He needs to be a 5-star. So Nightcrawler will begin the fight in swashbuckling mode, and while in this mode, his chance to deep wound is increased by a flat 30%. That's pretty good.
Really good.
Really good for using Nightcrawler on attack. I think swashbuckling mode automatically increases the chance to deep wound, so I wonder if that's redundant.
Maybe it's just added on top of that.
Well, so maybe if someone reduces it, it's added. Because I'm pretty sure it's like 100% when he's in swashbuckling, and it's only like 70% or something. I'll have to see. But yeah, that's really good for Nightcrawler. I'm a big fan of him on offense too. So
I hope I hope instead of increased chance to deep wound, it gave him like extra crit rate on top of the crit buff he gets.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I
think a big chunk would be nice.
Yeah, he needs a little something. Just maybe like an armor break if they're bleed immune.
Maybe,
something like that. Let me see. But switching his stances at the beginning of a fight's not a big deal.
I mean, still it saves you time this way, so.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What does Havok get?
Havok. This is the next one. Sorry.
10%. Yeah.
So the next one is Uncanny Avengers. Ooh, this was a good one for Wasp. I saw this.
Yeah.
Well-timed blocks for Havok grant 1 plasma charge. So it looks like that's the same synergy as before, right?
What do you mean?
The Cyclops one? Oh no, that's after each special attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So well-timed. So now it's on parry. He gains. So with Wasp on parry, he gains a plasma charge. And Captain America and Wasp. Captain America passively increases attack by 20% when striking a debuffed opponent.
I think this is second unique kind of synergy he's getting that reads similar to this, because I think he got one with 2099 back in the days, where it gave him like 20%, 10% extra attack when he's hitting a fatigued opponent.
Oh,
okay. Which makes sense because he fatigues a lot.
He's an interesting champion with the whole.
Is he the
100% perfect block at like under a few percent health?
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine how long you could hold on.
I mean, you can hold on for as long as you want, but like blocking doesn't necessarily block damage.
Not anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and Wasp gains when she charges her heavy attack during a basic combo. So it has to be that chain heavy that you do with Wasp. She gains a passive fury effect that increases her attack by 50% for 3 seconds. That's crazy. She's already got really high base attack.
Crazy, right?
So Wasp has a really strong heavy. It's just going to be even stronger. I think it's funny that they're using this lingo base attack now. They don't always clarify, you know?
Yeah, I think this is after the whole situation with suicides and recoil not working as intended or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, man. Kind of puts a puts a dent in analysis because now we don't know what is affected by what.
Before we just assumed it was base attack. Yeah.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, if it's not specified. But I prefer more specificity. I wish they would just go back and describe all the other ones.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take that long. Okay, man, we are dragging. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get to the abilities.
Abilities. Let's skip the SIG. Immune to incinerate. That's cool. 2,100 energy resist. That's like a lot less than Bishop.
Half of Bishop's.
Yeah. Passively generates 2.5% of a bar of power each second.
Very small amount.
It does compensate for his 25% less power from landing hits and receiving.
I read that as a defensive ability though. Like if you're pushing them if you want him to bait a special 1 out, and you're just like he's slowly getting up to a special 2, and you can't quite get it out of him.
You really want to bait a special 2 out of this guy.
Oh, do you? Well, then,
yeah.
Well, that's even worse then, because you might accidentally push him to a special 3.
Push him to SP3, yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting thing. I like that. I wish Psylocke had this.
Me too, man.
You know, like I don't.
Psylocke does have.
What does she have?
You're right. She has like big power gain spurts. She whenever she drains the opponent with the SP1.
You are right, yes. But it has to cross a threshold.
Yeah.
I think Psylocke would be balanced if they just made that a power steal. Like
okay, yeah.
Whatever you drained, she takes. If they just did that instead of the whole has to cross a threshold, because so many times.
Well, magic spell, she takes 50%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good. That would be very good. Anyway, back to Havok. So he gains less power from landing and receiving hits. This we'll be able to take advantage of this on offense a little bit. The typical combo to power bar is going to be a little different. But he's going to be gaining power the whole time, so you have to watch out for that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. I like this ability.
Okay, so he has the anti-Corvus mechanic of 50% less damage.
Oh,
okay. So
no,
he
this is partly anti-Corvus. The Mr. Sinister has the fully anti-Corvus.
This is the little wink and a nudge, but then Sinister goes all in on that.
Oh my god! So Havok reduces a critical damage rating by 50%. Ouch!
This doesn't mean your damage is cut in half.
Mm-mm.
Because this actually means your damage is cut in less than half. Like your damage, you do more than actually half damage, because crit damage rating is very much subject to diminishing returns.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like a ton of crit damage rating, like if you have 6,000 crit damage rating with Corvus, and he's reducing it by 50%, you'll still have 3,000. And if you know Corvus with like 1 charge or 2 charges, the difference isn't really noticeable. So
I think as long as you go in with 2 charges, you'll be hitting basically the same.
Yeah.
If you go in with 1 charge, though, you'll probably notice that. Or no charges, you're really gonna notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then they made a special note to make sure, I remember in the spotlight, that this is checked after any buffs to critical. It's not your base critical damage rating. It's your total.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is better. It's better this way.
Well, I mean, it's actually effective this way.
It's effective, but it cuts down on your damage on offense actually less. Because if it was the base, right? If it was the base and then it modified any crit damage rating you gained through buffs later based on that base.
Oh, right? Well,
then it would have been a lot more.
I was thinking the other way would be that your base attack your base critical damage rating is lowered, but then all of your buffs would be based on your normal base critical rating.
Maybe, yeah. Either way,
but that would be more like a exhaustion debuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Useless exhaustion debuff. Okay, so
hey man, don't diss my Papalu.
Yeah. So exhausted. Okay, so Havok's medium attacks, his heavy attacks, and the light combo ending attacks that's the fourth light hit, do not make contact and deal energy damage. Oh boy, we got an Iron Man Infinity War.
Or Iron Man Infinity War, pretty close.
Very similar.
It's better.
It's better, yeah. It's both mediums. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is great. Don't make contact. But they can still be evaded, though. Iron Man Infinity War has extra text, though, right? That say these ones can't be evaded. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they deal energy damage. Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, right?
Cord counter. Big time.
We'll see, because I don't think he's better than Omega.
Do you think he doesn't have the damage?
He doesn't have... We'll see. We'll talk about that. He doesn't have two things. Okay. Plasma charges.
You're going to have to do plasma charges. I don't...
Yeah. Okay, so he generates one every 5 seconds. Maximum of 10 on him. So he can have a maximum of 10 on him.
Okay.
Then, if he's power locked, he generates 2 every 5 seconds, right?
Magic counter.
So, magic counter, yeah, for sure. Each time he receives energy damage or critical hits, he gains 1 plasma charge.
Holy crap.
Alright, it gets better. But if he's affected by a power drain, he loses all of them.
Okay. I don't even know what these do yet. I'm like, oh wow, plasma charges.
We'll see. So they go steadily up over like 50 seconds if you don't receive, like if you're on offense, right? You'll receive 10 plasma charges over 50 seconds, right?
True, yes. Or
I'm not sure.
Without synergies.
Yeah, without synergies, without any of his specials, right? I'm not sure if the crit hits actually count on crit hits on block 2, but we'll see that, I guess.
If I had to guess, I'd say yes. Most things seem to work. If it crits through the block, whatever. Remember Aegon, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so these plasma charges come into play later, but it's two interesting things is the whole power lock thing and the energy damage thing and the crit thing. So he will be gaining these pretty fast, right?
On defense, yes, definitely.
On defense, for sure. Okay. So after he has 10 of these plasma charges on himself, when Havok will generate a plasma charge beyond his maximum, he instead places a plasma buildup on the opponent. Plasma buildup is an active debuff, right? Plasma buildup lasts until they're removed by some other ability. They can be removed in a multitude of ways. They're debuffs.
They can be shrugged off then.
They can also be purified or shrugged off, which he also accounts for that, right? If made bleed, Havok puts a plasma buildup debuff on the opponent at 11 stacks.
They're being very specific these days too. Does that mean if made to bleed, that's not counting double edge then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So when they are all removed, he deals like 3,300. Let me multiply that by 11. Around 3,600 damage to the opponent
About 100
as energy damage.
150% of his attack.
150%. Yeah, 150%.
Pretty good.
So
Okay.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good on its own. So 150% of his attack, but at the same time,
if you're
it's kinda
attacking
hard
this
to build this
guy,
up.
if you're attacking this guy a lot, and you're critting a lot, you're gonna get
Right.
those plasma charges up, and then once those get to
Right.
10, then you're gonna be getting those plasma buildups on you.
Yeah, and once those get to 11,
they're debuffs though. They're active debuffs.
active debuffs. Yeah.
Okay.
But wait a minute. If you think that shrugging off is a good idea, if a plasma buildup is removed due to a purify effect, the damage is increased to a lot more, to 3 times as much.
In Kabam's eyes, is purify equal tenacity?
I think so. Yeah.
Dang. Aegon. Rip Aegon.
And because I know that what's his name? King Groot is the only one who shrugs off debuffs, but it's not a purify. I know that
Really?
through Omega. Yeah, I know that through Omega, because Omega reduces purify chances.
But King Groot
By a
doesn't,
lot.
no matter what.
King Groot doesn't, no matter what.
And so
Yeah.
these are permanent debuffs?
These are permanent debuffs.
So you get one on, you're pretty much taking that energy damage at some point or another. Unless
you can kill him before he actually ends up. You know.
Okay.
Oh
wait, champions with an armor up buff, and Havok receive no damage. Oh.
Right.
Active buff though, not passive.
Active buff. Yeah, active.
God, these guys.
Specifically active.
They need to just simplify this a little bit. Boy, I wish they never did this active passive thing.
So,
okay.
Iron.
So, well, Vulture.
Vulture. Yeah.
Who else has armor?
Doc Ock, Vulture, Iron Man, Civil Warrior.
Vulture's is interesting. It's a permanent one that automatically reforms.
Right.
It's actually a pretty good armor too.
Yeah. Who else? Who else has one?
All the Iron Men, like the Superior Iron Man.
Superior. I don't think the Superior activates it on offense.
Ooh, I think maybe not on offense.
We'll see.
Colossus. Big Colossus.
A big Colosso.
He's one of the only ones that can reliably keep up an armor up buff.
I think the more reliable way of doing this is taking it with a Stark or with a OG Vision, because as soon as you power drain him, all of these go.
But don't they? All of the plasma charge. So you don't want him to forget the buildups. Don't let him build up on you. You want to get rid of the plasma charges.
So you have
to begin
a counter of 10 on the plasma charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you use an SP1 or an SP2 with OGV, all of those go away.
Okay.
So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plasma buildups on you, when those are going away, repeatedly, you're pretty safe. You're pretty safe to go, because you're basically just power draining him, right? And killing him in the meantime. And he never gets to that stage where he has so much time to build up the plasma charges that end up building plasma buildups on you. So
Corvus can power drain too.
He can do a little bit of power drain, yeah.
So it's okay. I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing nobody is immune to plasma buildups. I mean, just the debuff will go on you no matter what, unless you're debuff immune.
Taskmaster.
Ooh, interesting.
Hey, man.
I have an extra skill gem. I think I've been trying to figure out who the hell I'm going to use it on, and if I get a Taskmaster,
actually, Taskmaster becomes immune to all debuffs after 10, so he will never take damage from plasma buildups.
Wow, conveniently at 11 stacks, right? I wonder if they were thinking of him.
I'm always thinking of Taskmaster.
He's very cool. I really like him, that champion. I wish I had him as a 5-star. Anyway, okay, so I think we have a hold on what plasma charges and plasma buildups do. So it's kind of
Okay,
it's kind of a two-way timer. First it's on him, then it's on you, and then once it's on you and it gets to 11, boom. Okay,
all right.
so
I want the ways he built those up is getting hit with a crit
yeah,
and getting hit with energy attacks.
or power
I'm not
lock.
sure if it's getting hit or taking damage. Energy damage. Each time Havok receives energy damage,
Yeah,
right?
so like Limbo, for example, would proc
Limbo
these.
or ice arm, like frost, cold snap.
Yeah. Cold snap. Probably
Um,
degen. Dormammu degen, or maybe not.
no, that's direct.
Direct.
Incinerate.
Yes, incinerate.
But he's immune
Shocks.
to that. Never mind. Incinerate is not a thing.
Shock.
Shock. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
bunch of
yeah.
energy stuff he could take damage from. Doctor Strange's basic attacks, Symbiote Supreme's basic attacks.
Yeah.
Imagine a crit from Symbiote Supreme while he's power locked or something. I don't know. I'm trying. A crit from Magic while Limbo's active. Oh God.
Man, Symbiote Supreme would get shafted by this dude.
Yeah.
Good God.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to his charging heavy attack.
Yeah.
So while he's charging a heavy attack, he will convert 2 of his plasma charges to 1 prowess, each increasing his special attack by 10%, max 5 stacks. And he blows these when he uses his next special attack, kind of like Emma Frost. Sounds like a permanent one though, which is nice. Max 5 stacks. That's okay. Prowess doesn't really get noticed below 100%.
He will get to 100%.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 50% is great. I mean, take it. It's a free recoil, basically. Okay, and then his heavy attack also places a feedback debuff on the opponent.
Also, apparently the whole heavy attack charging, you don't really need to hold it down. It just happens immediately after you charge it, and it doesn't have to land, so you can charge it across the screen and land a special.
Oh, okay, but
yeah.
It's only once though. Like you wouldn't convert 10 plasma charges to 5 prowess.
Yeah,
you would just convert 2 to 1. You'd have to do another charge to get another.
There's a lot of dancing around it, guy.
Yeah, it's a little risky. I would just work those into your regular combo. If you can bait heavies and punish with heavies.
I don't think his playstyle is that regular.
Okay,
we'll talk about that. Yeah,
but what's this feedback debuff?
It's kind of a Cable / Omega kind of deal with places something on the opponent that causes them to degen for 10 seconds for around 50% of his base attack total if you have like 10 plasma buildups, right?
Which is not very much. I mean,
not very much at all.
This is a low. This is very low damage. Okay, that's if you land the heavy.
Yeah,
sounds good. Special attacks.
If he has +7, like 7 or more stacks of prowess, all of his special attacks become unblockable. Now you remember he can only gain 5 from the heavy charging, right?
Yeah, sig ability.
No, read the next line. Converts up to 5 plasma charges into passive prowess effect, each increasing special attack damage by 10% and lasting 13 seconds.
How much can that be built up? There's no max on there.
You're right.
Spam special 1, around 1,000 hits. He's hitting for 1,000,000 damage. that's that. Hold on. Okay, so let's just see. If you played right, every bar of power you get could be 50%.
But it only lasts for 13 seconds.
Oh, they're passive. Sorry, and they have a duration. Okay.
Yeah.
Strange.
So he adds it up eventually to 100%, right? You need, you need 5. You need 5 heavy charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get to the 50% from heavy charging, and you need a special attack with 5 plasma charges already active on you.
This seems wonky, man. This seems really hard.
Real
to pull
wonky,
off.
right?
Yeah, I don't like this. Who knows? Maybe it works out. No,
Anyways,
I don't know. Okay, so that's all special attacks. So at least it's...
Yeah, go ahead and read the SP1.
I will. On activating this special attack, Havok gains an overcharge passive effect for 9 seconds, granting 1 plasma charge per second. Okay.
This kind of reminded me of Punisher 2099, my favorite character.
Oh, wait, is he really?
Yeah.
One of them?
Yeah. He literally gains an overcharge with the SP1. So
yeah, it's the same. Right. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Jeez. So if you're planning on converting all these plasma charges to prowesses, you're gonna need more plasma charges. So maybe this whole ramp up thing is what you're doing. You're heavy, you're special 1, you're doing this cycle.
So what
maybe.
I think is a decent, viable rotation for this guy is that you land the SP1, then you land the SP1 when you're close to an SP2, right? While you have, while you have a good amount of while you have a good amount of plasma charges. Right?
Yeah, true. Yeah. And then forget about the heavy attacks.
And then maybe you land 1 heavy to push you back over an SP1. And then you land the SP1 again. And that would eventually give you like 10 prowess, something like that. Who knows?
But then you got the build-ups too.
Yeah.
But the build-ups, they don't really do that much damage. I mean, they're going to do a lot of damage on Alliance War defense. But they're not going to do a ton of damage.
This is
attack.
A good way of getting build-ups to build up faster.
Right, definitely.
When you said something about him being a core counter, I think he can also be a masochism counter. Because masochism is a purify effect.
Oh, that's a good point. They'll take more damage. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll take more damage to compensate for the masochism, but...
but it'll offset it maybe a little bit.
It'll probably offset it.
Okay, his special attack 2. 4,000 extra attack as long as the opponent doesn't have an armor up. Well, that's kind of a lot of attack.
That's like...
that's
180%.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that hits hard. That's interesting. This guy's weakness is armor up. Colossus just has his number.
Colosso. Big Colosso.
He couldn't do anything to Colossus. 455, man. I got one of those mutant gems. Still waiting around. If this guy's a pain on defense, I know what I'm doing.
Right. You're taking in your OGV and taking care of it?
Yeah,
I think that's what you're doing.
Probably. Okay. Any power drain at all, right?
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, does that count? Does that count? Matt, I keep going back to Vulture, but his special 1 like drains a little bit of the power and turns it.
I think his SP2 does that, right?
No, his special 2 burns power on every hit. I don't know if that will count, but his special 1 siphons the power, drains it, and turns it into his Chitauri energy.
Okay.
Maybe every single hit on Vulture will keep this guy locked down, maybe.
I mean, Vulture doesn't even need to keep him locked down with that armor up.
That's true. And he doesn't lose it at all.
So that's what I meant by you really want to bait the SP2, because SP1 gives him so many charges.
Right, yeah. You're going to have to drain him quickly if you're baiting that special 1. I wonder if he'll be okay on Kinetic Reactor.
Oh, right. Ugh. That's going to be a pain.
Anyway, okay. So the special 2 seems like it might hit pretty hard. Remember, there's nothing in here so far that increases his crit rate. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
So special 3 attack, convert all plasma charges into prowess. Ooh, okay. You could get a lot of prowess that way. Okay. And then plus a 900 attack for each charge converted. Holy moly. Wow. Right. But it doesn't do true damage, so those armor up buffs are going to be a real pain.
On top of that, purifies all plasma buildups on the opponent.
So this is meant to be a fight ender.
Yeah. And maybe just, not just a fighter. This is meant to be like the big damage special. The Purify deals like 450% of his base attack. Not sure if that will scale with the 898 attack for each plasma converted. I'm not sure how attack works in this game anymore. So, how does anything work anymore?
Quite. You know what? Now that I've read through it all, it's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated, but at the same time, man, it's a lot of dancing
awkward.
around.
Yeah, I think it's awkward. It doesn't have the same smooth like Emma Frost didn't end up being the crazy defender or even really attacker, I think, that we thought. But but she does have flow to her her fight, and it's pretty nice. And I think this reminds me a lot of Emma Frost, and it reminds me a lot of Bishop and Omega Red, like you're saying too. Omega Red is way smoother than this.
Omega is definitely smoother. Even animation-wise, he's
Bishop's smoother than all three of those we just mentioned. Bishop has a great way of building up prowess. You just don't want to take him into the wrong fight.
Yeah, the point I was trying to make about this dude and versus Omega. Well, I think this dude is a lot less suicide-friendly on offense because you need those SP1s to actually build up the prowess faster, right?
Oh yeah, suicides seem like a nightmare on this guy.
Yeah, not a good idea, I feel.
Potentially on defense, placing him on a cornered node might, with suicides, might be a thing because
I'm gonna squeal.
You're not gonna want to power lock him, so you're gonna want like a proper power drainer.
Or a Quake. Nope, never.
Quake.
You can't Quake him.
Why can't you Quake him?
The mediums are unavailable.
No, they're just energy.
They're not available, right?
They don't make contact. That's all.
So
Quake will still get the hell out of there.
Can you Quake Iron Man Infinity War?
No, but that's because there's a special line in Iron Man's text that says his I can't remember what they're called, repulsors or something.
Yeah,
cannot be evaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's better. Yeah, you can Quake him then.
Yeah, you can Quake this guy, I think. But what it is? No, yeah, you should be able to Quake him, and then also, I bet you her concussion will totally prevent
anything.
Yeah. All of this gets turned off.
You're right.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, that's such a relief right there.
I know. I don't even have her, and I'm relieved. Somebody will be able to take care of him.
Somebody will have him, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like this guy. So, what do you think I think he's a defender.
I think he's a little bit of both.
What utility does he bring to the table?
I think he may be pretty great versus masochism.
Better than some champions that just completely turn it off. You know? Like what is it? Doesn't Omega Red turn it off quite a bit?
Omega can turn it off, but you need to be real close to them, and sometimes it gets really
Proxima
hairy.
Basically turns it off. I mean,
have fun taking 29 with Proxima.
Oh, it's been done by someone in your alliance.
I know.
I've seen that video a couple times now. I like to go back and watch it when I'm feeling sad.
You're feeling down. You're like,
at least B Manny's out somewhere in the world taking Node 29 with Proxima. I can just be happy someone's doing it. He doesn't normally do it though, huh? That was just a one-time thing.
Magic is usually the thing.
Yeah.
But I think when I said he's kind of worse than Omega in certain circumstances, I meant that, well, for one, he doesn't have the suicide friendliness. For another, he doesn't have the regen,
power control,
and also, there's a regen, there's a power control, and then there's
immunities.
Well, that also includes in the suicide friendliness.
Well, Omega Red he has a regen that can counteract recoil.
Yeah.
This guy's not even. I don't think he's in Omega Red's ballpark.
He does have the whole, doesn't take damage from medium, so Korg is less of a threat. But at the same time, his base attack is kind of low. His abilities deal damage over time, but who knows how often that's gonna proc. He needs to spam the SP1. He can't turn off masochism, turn off shrugging off. He doesn't deal like actual dot. He deals like bursts of damage, and I think dot is better than burst of damage.
In Alliance War, masochism heals for like
5%.
What is it?
5%.
5% of their base health.
Yeah.
But it's like enhanced regen, right? I'm just saying, it's a big chunk in Alliance War. I see it. And
on 29, it gets enhanced over time because as they gain bars of power.
Yeah, but his it only does like 900 damage to counter masochism. It's not a lot.
That's 900 per plasma.
Yeah, but masochism's on a timer. Oh wait, hold on. Right. It's per but only one gets detonated at a time. He's probably,
don't they all get detonated?
I think he's a really good Korg counter because Korg's going to be shrugging off those debuffs all the time.
Right.
And he's just going to be melting with all that damage. I think this guy's meant to counter Korg. I'm pretty sure. That's my
okay.
I know Omega does it as well, but
at 11 stacks all plasma buildups are removed, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are going up against the Korg, or if you are going up against the masochism, you are most likely getting the whole triple damage.
Yeah.
From
that's pretty good
removals of these.
I think this guy has a niche where he's kind of really punishing the enemies that shrug off. That's a big punish, I think, and they can't really prevent it, right? The enemy is just gonna get those debuffs on them no matter what. Yeah. And they can't turn off their own shrugging off ability. So that's pretty good. I don't really what about the Collector with his tenacity? That'd be kind of interesting.
Wouldn't he turn off Havok's abilities over time?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll just stop gaining them.
That would be kind of interesting if Havok was immune to ability accuracy reduction. That'd be kind of nice, I think, for him.
Yeah. That would be decent.
I think he's missing. See, this is why I don't like the white ball. He's now turned backwards, and I can still see it. Yeah. So it's not in his. Where is it?
It's on the screen, man.
It's right on the screen. That is strange.
What I don't like about this guy is
his shoes. He needs some laces.
He really needs it. He needs some kneecaps. His kneecaps
he does need some kneecaps. I think with some white kneecaps, he'd be pretty solid.
Right.
Yeah.
Those would be some solid knees. So after you get the SP1 off, the whole dancing around after the SP1 is kind of like iffy to me. Like you gotta charge it heavy, maybe you gotta charge it heavy again.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
That does seem awkward, right? But maybe your goal's not this. The prowess doesn't seem. Maybe that's not it. That's not what you're going for.
Maybe you're going for controlling the plasma buildup. I don't know why you would though. What?
Well, like okay, let's just say you're already at max plasma, right? And you launched your special one. That's like an instant 11 plasma buildup detonation right there. Yeah. So maybe you're going for multiple detonations per fight. Many detonations per fight, actually.
Yeah. What I'm kind of confused about is that they keep saying that maybe he gets too powerful and then he loses control of himself and his friends and stuff. They get hurt. I don't really see a drawback to losing control with this guy.
Yeah, what is it? So, why did they say that?
In his bio and in his like information, they're saying like if he builds up too much, it's dangerous. You'll get hurt.
Oh, but I think that's like you'll get hurt. Like if you're fighting against him.
Maybe.
That's what the buildups mean, maybe.
So what I thought maybe was that if he gets to 10 plasma buildups.
Yeah.
If he gets to 11 plasma buildups and they're all removed as a detonation, I thought that maybe he would be losing his plasma charges as well, but I don't think that's the case.
I don't think so. I think he keeps those.
So he keeps those and he keeps just building up after that, right?
Yeah, that special 3 is gonna hit really hard.
Yeah. Also, Dormammu would be a great counter to this dude. Oh no, never mind.
No, he wouldn't.
Energy resist.
Well, also the energy. Oh, you're right. Every ending medium would reduce.
Yeah, he will keep his build up in check, but yeah.
500% attack on a special 3 at max power.
And okay, what I'm also confused about is,
it's like what
does that extra attack also apply to the purifies? You know, does that extra 500% attack also apply to that 800 something damage he deals on purifies?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, because I think all that damage is gonna. I think it's gonna be like a damage that happens after the special, like a little red number.
Yeah, a little red number, like, you know, Red Hulk or something.
Right.
For Red Hulk, it does. It does count.
Oh, does it? Yeah, that incinerates sometimes. Oof.
Jesus Christ! You hit the SP3, you're dead.
It's weird. Because it's based on the damage you.
Also, you see, right? How long does the prowess effect from the SP3 last?
13 seconds.
Do they?
The same as before, I'd say.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's pretty good. You can probably stay unblockable special for a good chunk of time.
That's good. Unblockable specials are good.
You know, what if they're putting this guy on some sort of power gain node? I don't know.
Here's the thing though.
I'm confused.
Oh, never mind. He actually does gain. Wait. On active. Okay. Wait.
They haven't invented the mutant that most tech champions don't steamroll.
So in the line that says special attacks, if Havok has whatever blah blah blah, 7 plus stacks, unblockable, converts up to 5 plus plasma charges into passive prowess effect, right? Yeah. So can gain up to 5 with just charging heavies on defense because you're baiting heavies from this guy because he's not stunnable, right?
Correct.
So he has 5.
Yes.
But would just activating any special convert this to plasma charges, or would it require him to?
Let's find out. I think we'll see that in the. I'm gonna watch the fight. All right, so plasma charge. Okay, plasma charge on each of them. It's a cool little icon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're going up so quick versus each other.
Because they're just dealing so much energy damage.
So he's got 1 prowess. He converted it, and I'm watching it now. It's already passive. It's already passive. I don't see any active. Okay.
The active stuff or the red stuff. Oh my
gotcha.
God, this
is complicated.
Okay.
I
activate something, buddy. Activate.
So activating the special definitely put them on a timer. He was at 1 and 10 plasma charges. He activated the special. Yeah, it doesn't have to hit. Just activating.
Doesn't have to hit. Yeah.
But that's bad for.
That is bad for defense.
Yeah.
Like that is bad in a way that's just bad.
That just makes takes away his defensive utility. He's gonna be.
Does it? Because the specials are gonna be unblockable once he hits 7 of those.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, he loses all his plasma charges. I was thinking as in the sense that you won't have to worry about the buildups as much.
Oh, you're right. He does build up. He does lose his plasma charges.
So I would just sit back and wait, let that 2.5% take over a little bit, and wait for those prowess to expire. But I don't see none of these specials look unavoidable.
Yeah, they're both avoidable, I think.
Yeah. I haven't seen the special 3 yet. Here we go.
Oh, kind of fast.
It's actually pretty cool special 3.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. Kind of reminds me of Black Bolts a little bit with those little sonic waves.
They were saying that he's a bastard child of Black Bolt and Cyclops.
Yeah, he does have that uniform, huh?
Right.
Okay.
So what do you think? What do you think
overall,
about this guy?
I think I have to say I love the Thing, but so far the 4 champions, I mean, I think I'm not overly impressed with this guy.
Havok, right?
With Havok
Yeah,
or
me too.
Diablo, and we'll see about Mr. Sinister. I don't have opinions yet.
Sinister. Oh, you're
I think
gonna love this
I
guy.
scanned him and he seemed pretty cool, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little underwhelmed by Havok. But we'll see.
I think
I want to see. I think Cork. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat this Cork.
so very put off by his suicide unfriendliness.
Yeah.
For one thing, I gotta say that he doesn't really rely on any of his synergies. Yeah. Or he does. I don't know. Maybe
I don't think. I think they will enhance him quite a bit.
They will enhance him, but does he rely on those like as much as Omega relies on Sabretooth? I don't think he does.
No, not as much.
And
how does he gain plasma charges again? Is it just
over time? Well, on offense it's kind of hard. Actually,
and the special one. And the special one.
Yeah, over time on SP1.
Yeah.
Getting hit by crits and taking energy damage.
The special one's quite nice for gaining those. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what he's gonna be useful. I think Korg.
I think he's gonna be a core counter for people who don't want to run suicides.
Yeah, I think he might crack the top 50 for defenders.
I think he definitely would. Would. He also has high prestige, high-ish.
It's decent, yeah. Yeah, it's good, and you know, like, he's new, he's shiny.
He is new, yeah. He is shiny for sure.
He's fairly unique.
The specials are fast. They're not necessarily hard to evade. They're just fast.
Yeah, seems fairly satisfying to play, huh?
Yeah.
Like, as long as the damage is there.
It's kind of jumpy.
His basic attacks are. That weird white ball. What the hell? I'm starting to like it. It kind of feels like it's like tracking him, you know? Like it's not part of him, but it's like tracking him on the screen. All right, I'm gonna watch these specials one more time. I'm gonna watch this special one here.
I think the ball, like the light shining, is kind of my least favorite part of him, because that's also my least favorite part of Proxima.
Oh really? I really like that. Yeah. Wait, hold on. That was a special too. Let me see. Hold on. I keep missing this. I'm trying to look at his power gain. The passive power gain is very small. It's negligible.
Yeah, but it does compensate for 25% less power gain from hits, right? I don't know, man.
I don't think it does. Not in a fast-paced fight.
Even in like Uncollected, they gave him like a 200% extra passive power gain, so it's not really a good measure either. So yeah,
I think his specials are cool. Yeah, they look pretty fun to launch.
I think he is interesting.
Better than Diablo.
Yeah, better than Diablo for sure.
Well, I have a hunch that BG is going to get to the testing stream and he's just not going to be putting out a lot of damage.
I think he will put out a lot of damage, actually. The SP3 will put out a lot of damage.
The SP3 should, if you set it up right. You're going to have to do a special one first or wait 50 seconds.
Or SP1 first.
Or get hit.
Gotta build up some charges, gotta build up your...
So, what's a node that you must power lock them on? You know? That you have to power lock on?
The node right before 23, the kinetic power reserve one.
Yeah, that might be a node for him. But then you could just drain it. If it's power reserve as well, Vision just wrecks that node. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think he's gonna go for a little relatively normal in the arena. Probably like, I don't know what I know Diablo went for super low. I don't think he's gonna go for that low.
No, he's not. He has uses. This dude has uses.
I think he'll go for like, I don't know, 50-something million.
Perfect.
I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, what's this? We didn't go over his signature, did we?
Oh no, we didn't.
Come on, that's the whole key. He needs to be awakened.
Does he? Does
I'm
he?
just kidding. I'm just. Hold on. What? That's a really short signature ability. Each time Havok gains a plasma charge. I can't believe we forgot the signature. Okay. From any source other than this ability, he has a 55% chance to gain another one.
That's
okay.
Good.
Think about the special one. You're gaining 9 of them.
Oh my god, that'd be so many.
Now it's 15.
9 to 14, 15, something like that.
15, that instantly becomes 5 plasma buildups.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. I think combined with his synergies, now we might start putting out some damage.
Oh my god, this is gonna melt some corks.
I think he's gonna hit some core. I thought you were gonna say melt like everybody. I think specifically for Korg with the class advantage.
I think he needs energy, the purify damage bonus to melt people.
Yeah, I think so.
But because
keep in mind these numbers.
I really don't like Suicide Unfriendly Nest.
These numbers we're looking at are 565.
Yeah, and sick 200. So
and like Jesus, when some of these numbers 330 damage. I mean, it's nothing.
I mean that also gets multiplied by like 11, so that is
yeah, I know, but
150% of his kind of low base attack.
Think about this. If you're fighting against him, that's 10% of his max health. All that work, you finally detonated them to do 10% damage. Is
it all of that work though? Is it a lot of work, do you think?
I don't know how much work it is. I just know that you'll at least have to get to a special one.
Just if spamming the SP1? Just back to back to back to back.
Yeah, but I mean, like Sentry's special one with 1 reality warp will take himself out in that's like 50% of his health.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing I don't know, 15,000 damage.
I think in the video he really didn't show the whole plasma build up.
No, he didn't show the build up at all, unfortunately. Does he do the playing or does he just have bots do it?
It's an emulator, I feel.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very solid at getting all the specials shown.
Yeah.
So the buildups are I'm looking for a buildup. Why does Well, that special 2 did quite a bit of damage. Hold on. $15,000 on the last 2 crits. And he had 5 prowess at the time. It's not that great. But he'll get some crit damage from masteries and stuff. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to wait to see this guy in action.
For one thing, I'd say that he is cool in the sense that we won't be kind of misled by 3-star gameplay of him, because I think a 3-star gameplay of him would be just fine, and showing off his damage and getting an idea of how he works.
Yeah, and some things sometimes the 3-star gameplay does seem underwhelming. I think Corvus, and then also Skateboard Dude.
Yeah.
Did you see that 565 gameplay? Holy moly.
It was very good, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh crap, that's crazy. Okay, so, and who knows if Diablo's like that too. I'd like to see some more action, actually. But we've done enough of these reviews now where we were so confident Omega Red was gonna melt people.
Mm-hmm.
And he does. And
are we as confident in this one?
What I'm saying is I don't feel that same confidence with Havok's. I'm not saying he won't melt people. I just don't see it yet. I want to learn a little bit more, but I can at least see what you said
about the the SP1 spam and just the 15 build up from that, that may not actually be as much, because he will convert 5 of those into prowess on himself.
Oh, yikes. But that'll make the special do more at least.
Yeah.
Definitely there's a lot of moving parts happening on this guy.
So many.
And I think we're going to have to see like 50 fights to really get a feel for it. From what I remember, Mr. Sinister was a little bit simpler.
Pete is going for him.
Which one, Havok or Sinister?
For Havok.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Right up his alley, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
He loves suicides.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I think that's great. Let's end it there for Havok.
Yeah,
Thank God we caught the signature ability. I think that is a good signature for him.
That is good.
It's the type of signature that doesn't make or break a champion, but does add directly to his core.
Same with his synergies. They don't make or break him, but I think they just add.
Yeah, probably I'm thinking we're looking at a really well balanced champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.